Good morning. This is Dr. Michael Datcher, and today's morning chant for December the 7th, 2018 will be coming soon. This is the 445 Productive Through Joy show, again with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. Today we're talking about, well, I should first say the show airs each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Today we're talking about word power and productivity. What is the connection between words, your use of words, your use of language, and your level of productivity? So thanks for being here. If you are new, I should also say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show book of the month. Picked that book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered, and of course the conflagration which ensued there as well. I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles in the LA Crenshaw District. Incredible organization, 7 days a week of extraordinary programming, drumming workshops, youth ensemble, jazz ensemble, jam sessions, concerts, really special place right in the neighborhood. You can go to theworldstage.org to learn more about that great nonprofit. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English Lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, then subsequently gave me up for adoption to a amazing single divorcee, yet at the time no biological father, no adoptive father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. But as Kool Moti famously said, you like me now. And if I can be this productive through joy, I know that many of us can here as well. So thanks for being here, guys. Let me clear my throat. I may say that a few times today. Let's just dive right into the topic. Again, if you are new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. And would love to have me come out and speak to your group, school, organization. All right, so let's dive in. I should also say, hit the subscribe button and become a subscriber. Get all these videos for free. I did say free. 1, 2, 3, 4, free. And thanks for being here. So today we're talking about word power, words of power, and let's begin. So point one is you want to make sure that your word is your bond. You know, if you know the show, I've been going through a series of really stunning, super disappointing, shocking challenges with folks in my inner circle, basically. And what I'm reminded of is that people's words not their bond. You know, how people will lie and deceive and manipulate. And when you're around that, you know, I'm always surprised. You know, I mean, I guess because I expect people to say what they mean and to have a certain level of not everyone, like Donald Trump, for example, we know what he's about, but people who call themselves conscious or who are ministers or who are in the faith community or who are allegedly religious, or you expect people to act in a way that is ethical, and when they don't, it's always shocking to me. You know, it's always like, wow. But the impulse is to respond in kind, you know, is to become like them. But that's the key. You want to make sure that your word is your bond. In all the spiritual traditions that I've studied a few pretty intensely, although I'm not a theologian, just as a layperson interested in God and spirit, like the words are important. And as we've been talking about the last couple of days here, even in the face of lying, people lying on you. I mean, I think of the rap line, lying on me like she was tired. the impulse is to respond and retaliate in kind by becoming a liar too. But the thing is, God is real, spirit is real, the universe is a universe of truth and equity and justice ultimately in the long run. And that will always, always, always win out. So you want to double down, even in the face of people lying on you like they're tired, double down on the truth. How you live your life, what you're about, what you tell people, which is point one. You want to have your word be your bond, like really be about the truth, really be about what you say you are, really be about ethical behavior tied to your word. That's just point one. Point two is an explanation as to why. Because it is true that the universe is love, justice, and truth. Like those are like fundamental elements, the building blocks, literally, of the universe. In many of the ancient traditions, this idea is made manifest through some of the so-called creation stories that you find in the ancient Egyptian, the Kemetic tradition. The supreme God, the one God, which says essentially, from the one God, I created the two gods, right? Shu and Tefnut. And again, there's a cadre of so-called Egyptologists who talk about the Egyptians as polytheists, but when they think about, because of the ways in which the one God uses the lower deities to the faculties to create things, much like in the Christian tradition where people talk about angels and doing work and that type of thing. A very similar approach. But the ideal is you want to know that at a fundamental level that the universe itself is truth, justice, truth, justice, and love. And so when you are in alignment with those three elements, in the long run, you're going to be productive. You're going to win. Because you are, you're evolving in the direction. You are in alignment with literally all that is around you, right? I like to swim in the ocean. I live here in Venice Beach, and if you've ever tried to swim in the ocean and go against the wave, like trying to swim out when the wave is coming in, good luck. You have to go with the rhythm, with the ocean, or against the current. I mean, it's very difficult unless you're like what are those that swim against the current? Yeah, I'm not that. So you want to think about being in alignment with all that is around you, all that is in your environment, which is a way of thinking about telling the truth, which goes into point three. It just makes life easier, which goes right into point three. Point three is that when you are in alignment with the universe, which is abundant and which is powerful, which is consistent, you become those things. Even in the short run, as I've been sharing this week, basically, that it doesn't look that way. In the long run, people out of alignment with the universe, people who are liars, people who are not about love, especially involving children, people who are claim to be religious but don't live spiritually ethical lives, that's completely out of alignment with the universe. And those people, for sure, will face troubles beyond them, and you don't want to be a part of that. So even in the short run, when you are encountering those individuals and they seem to be winning, getting their way, in the long run, I would not want to be those people, because going against the wave, you ain't gonna make it. You will drown. Boom goes the dynamite. Thanks for being here. We air each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. We love and respect you here. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Become a subscriber here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Have me come out speak to your group, school, organization. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.